We live in a world that is so overwhelmed by stress, and we can immediately regulate our nervous system through breath work. So it's really about creating a landscape that facilitates these kinds of conversations and that support people. It all really starts with awareness. So gaining knowledge and the skills, when put into practice, will help build people's confidence and empower them on their journey to supporting themselves and each other. And sessions like mine can really help initiate that process. Despite focusing on diverse experiences, I'm also really keen to explore some of our shared experiences. For example, we all know what shame feels like, not to feel enough. Perhaps we grew up feeling unable to meet an expectation and feeling like there was something fundamentally wrong with us. And yet, the way shame is imposed on us differs. I want people not only to put themselves in someone else's shoes, but to see themselves in the other person. I feel like we live in a world that is so disconnected, and there's a longing for connection and belonging, which I believe is an integral part of personal well-being. So in the long term, businesses can think about work groups, which are groups of people that come together, say once a month, with an agenda. They can look at the 9 special characteristics within the Equality Act and create an age work group, maybe a disability work group, a women's work group, even an LGBTQ+ work group. But it involves people from that organisation so they have a voice and they can make decisions on what improvements they'd like to see, their thoughts on making the business a more welcoming place. And following on from that, the business can also think about mental health and wellbeing resources. But ultimately, it's all about creating that environment that supports individuals, their well-being, and enables them to access the relevant support. Self-reflection and awareness is absolutely crucial in understanding ourselves better, the experiences that have shaped us, the experiences that have shaped other people, perhaps our own biases or where we've carried shame. Before we can look at supporting ourselves or each other, we really need to understand our own limiting beliefs and the barriers that stand in our way. I've had years of psychotherapy, but no one actually fixed me. I had to learn to be vulnerable because as a child, I learned to be invulnerable and to carry shame around parts of my identity. And so I really learned to lean into my vulnerability, but through the process, I was introduced to more and more of myself, and I was able to move beyond that shame to a place of self-empowerment. So I believe that self-awareness really is the key to self-empowerment. Mindfulness can be a really useful tool in helping us negotiate challenges. It doesn't necessarily involve us shutting our eyes and sitting in silence for hours. We can practice mindfulness at any time. And it's really the practice of becoming present. It'll help us identify thought patterns. For example, how often do I sit and worry about things that haven't happened yet? Or am I fixating on something that has happened and that I cannot control? But by practicing mindfulness over time, we really have the opportunity to learn to deal with life's challenges more effectively. For example, to pay attention to our breath is an excellent way to do this. We live in a world that is so overwhelmed by stress, and we can immediately regulate our nervous system through breath work. I want to leave people with something that they can take away and implement in their own lives. I've always said that my ultimate aim when it comes to my public speaking is to inspire people, and it's to inspire them towards embracing each other's differences, finding strength in their own vulnerability, empowering themselves and knowing what it means to celebrate who they truly are.